Hello everyone, welcome back to the video series about the most important and most useful R commands. This time we will be talking about a number of commands that are kind of similar, and this is the join command and its variations. Basically, you use this if you want to merge two datasets. Also, for this example, we will use the penguins dataset. Now, what join needs or the join commands need is a column that has a unique ID for each individual. This is actually present also for the penguins dataset in the penguins row dataset, but that has a lot of other issues as well, with which I don't want to deal with now in this simple example video. So I decided to create a unique ID for myself. So this is this first part when we create a penguins GBC dataset that is, of course, standing for Penguins Genomics Bootcamp, where we add an individual ID, where we say penguin number and then with the row number. So basically, it will be a column of IDs with penguin number 1, penguin number 2, 3, and so on. So when we run this, we can actually click on it on the right side here. So you see there is an individual ID column, penguin number 1, 2, and so on, up to about the 300 something that is in this dataset. In my experience, we don't need 344 observations to demonstrate a simple thing. So that's why I created two subsets. So penguins subset 1 here is the penguins GBC, but only the observations or the penguins 1 to 10, and then 21 and 22, just to spice up things a little bit. In penguins subset 2, so there are penguins from 6 to 15, and then 31 and 32. So you could see that basically the penguins 6 to 10 are overlapping between the two subsets. And now let's go for the join types, or basically the merging of these two subsets based on individual ID. So there are 4 join types that are described briefly in the help files. So the inner join that includes all rows from subset X and subset Y. So basically the individuals that are in both subsets. So let's try that out. So you see here that indeed the penguins that were in both data sets, namely penguin number 6 to penguin number 10, are in this resulting data set created by inner join. Now, sometimes there is a requirement that for some reason you want to keep all the rows from either of the data sets. That's when you use left join and right join. So, well, it does something similar compared to inner join, but the left join here includes all rows from X. So basically all rows which are on the left side of this function argument, or basically the first function argument in the left join function. So if we run this, I will show you what I mean. So basically here there is everything from penguin subset 1, and then the overlaps with penguin subset 2, which is basically the 6 to 10. So we have this segment of the data. If you want to keep everything from the second subset, so the one that is on the right side of this function argument, then you use the right join. So that basically includes all rows from the dataset Y. So after running it, so we have the penguins 6 to 15, and also the ones 31, 32, because these were also in the data set penguin subset 2. If you want to ensure that all rows from both data sets or both subsets are in the merged or joined data set, then you use the full join. So here you see all the penguins from 1 to 15, but also 21, 22, and 31, 32. Actually, the help file for these functions are one of the better described one. So you find also here a ton of examples and possibilities. For example, if you want to use a certain suffix, or if you have the missing values in the two data sets coded in a different way. So these NA matches NA and never, for example, in this particular case. So there is a possibility to match also the NA values. Or if you scroll to the very end, there are also some additional examples. In my example, I divided the same data set into two parts, but of course, in reality, you might face different circumstances. And one of these circumstances could be that the ID column, so the one that is crucial for matching for the two data sets, is called in a different way. And this could be very easily solved by the by statement here. So this is something that you want to check out if your column names in the two subsets are different. So you also can specify them in the join statement and deal with them in a very quick and efficient way. So when in doubt, I really recommend to run these examples and see what they do. From my side, this is everything for today. I thank you for your time and have a really nice day.